Hello, welcome to the Death Battle cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle. I'm Ben, I'm the voice of Wiz.
I'm Nick, I'm the voice of Nick.
I'm Noel.
And he's brooding.
Favorite color is blue, and I like crushing my enemies into the ground.
Yes, the laminations of their women as well. Is that a good one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm Sam. That's all. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
So
I am extra, like, today's gonna be super challenging. I've lost all the hearing in my left ear, so, like, I can't, like, I can only kind of hear now.
how'd you lose all the hearing in your
Just
left
gone,
ear?
B.
It just left?
Yeah, I've been trying
up
to go
and
to the
went?
doctor's office and stuff, but they don't have, like, time for me, and I don't want to go to the emergency room. It's just, like, can't hear out of one ear.
I wanted to
Doesn't
say,
seem like that big of a deal.
which
but
ear?
It's my left one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so the one facing
Yeah, so I'm
all
gonna
of
be
us.
doing a lot of this shit. So I'm like, "What's up, y'all?"
no.
Like, but,
Well,
yeah,
hopefully,
it's a weird experience.
Hopefully you can find your hearing later.
Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe
put out some, posters, get people
Yeah.
on the
maybe we'll have a real Death Battle cast miracle, and it'll happen live.
That would be
on
good.
the podcast.
I'm waiting
Wouldn't
for
be
that
something?
moment where like something happens and it just kind of like comes back. But
I wanted to
all
say,
right.
I bet you didn't see that coming, but that anatomically does not make
No,
any sense.
no.
You didn't hear it coming.
Yeah, I did not hear it coming though. That
Well,
was bad.
anyway, thank you so much to our sponsor for this week's episode, Robinhood. We'll have more information about them, building your own portfolio with them, and getting a free stock later on in the show. It's pretty interesting. So, apart from Sam's lost hearing, how are you guys doing?
I'm pretty great.
What have you guys been up to?
I was in Hawaii.
You were in Hawaii?
Yeah.
I got a
surprise
Hawaii
you?
joke.
Uh-oh.
Did you get laid? Did you know the flowers?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
We went to a luau.
Yeah, exactly.
And they gave us-
Yeah.
So they don't do it
They
like
give you
off the
flowers.
plane, like in most movies?
Not for
All
us.
movies.
All
Not for
movies.
us.
Really?
Not for us.
Did you fly like Air
Flew
Aloha?
American.
oh, see, that was your mistake.
Ironically
Hawaii is
enough,
America.
I know. Ironically enough, Alaskan Airlines is either they just started or they're going to start flying people to Hawaii,
Yeah.
which
I mean,
sounds.
It seems like if your planes are equipped to go to Alaska, you're good to go to Hawaii. Like,
Yeah, it makes sense. I get it.
But it just
you are
seems
Alaskan
weird
Airlines.
seeing that Eskimo like on the side of the plane land in Hawaii. Like you're not supposed to be here. Like this isn't
Wait,
your
there's
place. Like,
Inuit people in Alaska? Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm just saying. Have you seen Alaska Airways on the side of all their planes? They got this guy huddled up and like he's got the big fluffy jacket and it's like a man who's very clearly
Jacket,
from a
that's what they're
cold climate. And his ass landed in Hawaii with that jacket on. Like the plane
wasn't
needs to
ready.
have like the heat thing they do on the mugs where it's like Goku.
Oh, and
powers up.
it reveals him
They
taking
need
it
the
off?
opposite when he like it gets hot and he's taking it off. Like
No,
that's
they should have the
what it needs.
hologram card version.
Oh yeah, like
That would
like
be
the
dope.
old Pokemon cards on the side. Yeah, we'll do that. It's like
Talking about
Vaporeon.
holographic Inuit people.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, see, that
Alaska
old man
Airlines.
right there, he needs like he got the jacket around his head.
He
don't
looks
need
so
that.
friendly, though.
It's not that I'm not dunking on the man. I'm
Why
just
would
saying,
you tell him to?
No,
you
he's
could not
just,
look at that
you
face
have
and say,
to welcome
"You
that
cannot
man."
come here.
Dude,
Hawaii is not for you."
His hood doubles the size of his head. That is the thing around it. It's not like a logo or something. He has a giant fur hood on. That's just not gonna be great for Hawaii.
You know, I
He
didn't
needs to take it off, and then he's extra golden.
realize what the Alaskan Airlines planes actually looked like. I think they're in cahoots with Hawaiian Airlines because they totally do the same thing, but they have like in the exact same art style, mind you. They have like some stereotypical like Hawaiian woman with like the flower in her hair, the
Yeah,
long flowing
yeah.
hair.
So should
kind of thing.
Hawaiian Airlines also be barred from Alaska because you wouldn't see that
It would
there?
look weird. I'm just saying, I'm not saying bar him, it just looks weird.
It's just
Like, what are
inappropriate.
you
It's
doing here?
inappropriate.
You, like, lady with the flower in your hair, you need to put on a jacket. It's like 10 below.
I don't trust his expression, because if you're flying to Hawaii, he has a look of like, See, I don't trust that.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
trust that.
But he's smiling.
See, you
he's
see that as a
happy.
smile. I see that as being like very like
He is also
nefarious.
kind of like he's also like so
hang
far up
on.
above that he's in the clouds. He's looking down on everybody else smugly.
You
I could
think
also see
you think
that.
a smile looks nefarious? What looks
That
happy to
smile
you?
looks
Depends on
nefarious.
what's motivating it.
There's no teeth.
Or he's just
There's no
smug,
teeth.
Or he's just
Never
smug
trust a
because
no-teeth smile.
It kind of looks like his wiener is an entire airplane, if you think about it. He's got.
He's like,
So,
don't
okay,
act like
he's
you're not
like,
impressed.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Nah,
literally like.
Okay, I can see a
fucking the
smug
sky
look.
all day.
I got
Great.
that.
So what he's doing is he's like, and he's like constantly like
Yeah,
getting you to
yeah,
look
yeah,
down.
yeah.
He's like, you see what's happening? You see what's
Imagine
happening?
him in his eyes darting back and forth between eye contact and the giant plane in front of him. Like, that's what he's on about. Like,
Oh, man.
jeez.
I
Does that make everybody on board
Yeah,
No,
some
never-
sperms, and also the what do you call them? The jet engines there.
You do kind of
nuts.
leave from the front, close to the front. You do kind of leave single file close to the front.
Yeah, yeah.
We could name this episode Alaskan Jet Engine Nuts.
Yeah. Alaskan.
You'd have to click on it. You'd have to know.
Like they got the same color scheme of what's the Dixie cups too. They got that going for them too.
Yeah, they do the
Oh.
blues and the whites.
I only see that at my
the
grandma's
slight
house.
greens.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I
hope
was
there was
not
nothing-
expecting that conversation to happen.
Planes look like penises.
Okay. Anyway,
Big old long shafts.
in terms of how
It's a
Death
wing
Battle
on
is
'em.
doing, because we are the Death Battle cast, we just recently announced our 100th episode, which is going to be Mario versus Sonic. It's the first like true rematch that we've ever done in Death Battle. We've done a remaster with Boba Fett versus Samus. We did a continuation with Goku versus Superman. This is the first time we're literally just taking an episode and going back at it from the ground up. And also our rules have changed since.
And
This
there's
was
what-
like 2011 when we did the original
Yeah,
one.
there's
Ages ago.
7, 8 years of character build
Yeah.
up. They've both had plenty of new games and stuff going on. so-
Absolutely. We got the Galaxy games, Odyssey with Cappy, Mario, or Sonic has all the games with the wisps, those like alien things that he can
Yeah,
absorb.
Sonic
The wisps.
Boom stuff. Now they wear bandages.
Yeah, we did the. Oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah, Sonic Boom.
How'd they
That's
get hurt?
definitely gonna change the
Boom.
fight.
How'd they get hurt?
They're just edgier now.
Knuckles can jump infinitely in the air. That's the best
That's-
contribution that Sonic Boom.
Isn't that from a
made.
dream though?
No, that's from a glitch that got patched.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking.
But
about
it's
when
like
he
one of the
beats
most
Superman.
famous modern glitches.
Yes, that's right.
in-
But he's got to pause time to do that too. So crazy shit. But yeah, it's gonna be a really fun episode. We got Blind Ferret to animate the fight.
Yeah.
Complete hand drawn animation. They actually animated Smokey Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog that we did last year.
Amazing.
And if you thought that was fun, just wait. They did a fantastic job with this one. We will talk at length about Mario versus Sonic next week and the week after it airs. Just know that we are starting basically from the ground up and doing a complete re-examination of the fight with a bunch of new stuff to talk about. It's going to be really fun. And I'd love to hear what you guys want to know about Mario vs. Sonic airing in 2 weeks, October 15th. Let us know using the hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter. We'll be absolutely available to answer questions about it next week and the week after. And we're excited to get those from you.
I have a question, but it's more of a statement. Why does Sonic only have 2 teeth? Those are the two longest.
Why does he only have
Mario
one
does the
eye?
same thing.
Yeah, well, I can kind of see little grooves, but
You know,
this
as-
man has one real eyeball with 2 pupils and 2 teeth.
It kind of reminds me, as a turtle owner, turtles have like the same thing. They
2
have,
teeth?
Yeah, basically.
It's like a big, I don't even know what you'd call that.
Enamel.
It's gotta
one
have a
tooth.
name.
It's like a big, long tooth that goes the whole length of
didn't know
their
that.
jaw. Yeah.
So is
Mario and Sonic, they're
turtle?
part turtle. It would make more sense with Mario, because there's at
Wait,
least Koopas and stuff, that variety in his world. Sonic
That took me a
Makes no
bit
sense.
to
Sonic makes no sense. Turtles are slow. Sonic is fast.
But
So where does that
hedgehogs aren't all that fast either, Nick. Like
This hedgehog is.
their rules in the Sonic universe don't care about shit like that. Also,
You
wouldn't it
researched
make
it,
more
not me.
sense for a hedgehog, which is an animal, to be part turtle than a human being, an Italian?
You
I don't
guys
know
talked
what
about
Italian
Bowsette
is.
last
You
week.
hit him with that- you hit him with that shit like an Italian. I was like, what?
Italians, they're definitely not part turtle.
You guys
Anyway.
talked about Bowsette last week, so.
Well,
you
we're
tell
going to be
me.
talking more about that later on in the
Are we?
show.
Really?
Yeah, that is
Excuse me.
our.
That's still going on?
Pardon me.
Wow. That was disgusting.
That was are you part
I
turtle?
feel so much
Is
better
that
now.
what that was?
We've had this conversation. I've been wanting to be.
Ever since he was a young boy and saw the Ninja Turtles, he wished to be part turtle himself.
Oh, and I need to have some clarification. Last time I said that Christy gave me permission to transition to part turtle, I misunderstood. So my wife is not cool with me transitioning to be part Ninja Turtle anymore. I can't do that.
You mean a
Wait,
certain
okay,
turtle
wait,
parts?
Can we get like what did she think that you meant by that.
I don't know. I don't
Also,
remember how the conversation went.
What now has made her change her mind? Like,
No, she
why-
didn't change her
what
mind. Her
scared her?
stance has always been the
Okay, but
same.
what
I
did
just
you
completely
think when
misunderstood.
You were like, do I have permission to become part turtle? Like, is she worried about the crime fighting that comes with being a Ninja Turtle? Is she just worried about the turtle parts? Like, maybe that you won't be able to keep up anymore because you're slow in a turtle? Like,
But the ninja part balances that out more than balances
Yeah.
that out. I don't
Turtles live a
remember.
long time.
This is an old conversation.
I
wanted to
just
let you
feel
guys
like
know.
we need some clarification.
You know, the only way it's going to get clarified is if we can go back in time and play those podcasts.
Yeah.
You don't need to go back in time to play old podcasts.
Yeah.
Can we all,
modern
can we
age.
all
Just
like
go
pretend
on
to
the
look up to
internet.
the side and then like
Rewind.
post? They do the little like.
His wave
lines.
Oh, man.
No, I am absolutely. We have to find this out. What did she think that you meant?
Death
at
Battle
first?
Death Battle Cast fans, if you can go back and find, there have been 2 times when this has come up in conversation, me transitioning to Ninja Turtle.
Transition.
If you,
I mean, it's 2018.
What, I mean, what? You were very clear about it here.
Yeah.
We understood.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't matter what was said on the cast because you always said on the cast, transitioning to a turtle. So what we're wanting to know is what did Christine think you said or meant when this conversation
And see,
happened?
that's
that
the-
she approved.
Yeah, what
That-
was her initial thought process? You're like, could I be part turtle? And she was just like, whatever, just follow your dreams. And like,
But then now.
now you're like, no, but I want to be transitioned to a Ninja Turtle. And like,
it's like she
what
saw a
stopped
video
you
on
up?
Facebook and then was
That's
clearly
it.
like, no, I gotta spread the word. No transitioning to the turtle.
yeah, see, that's the thing. We're only going to be able to dig up so much information on this because I don't remember how those conversations went.
All right, how does she feel? Are you at least gonna try the Ninja Turtle April O'Neil Halloween double down?
Double down.
Wait, you mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know, it doesn't need to be, wait.
Big Apple.
you need
4
to
a.m.
be, for Halloween. No, I'm just saying for Halloween, it makes sense. You could be one of the Ninja Turtles. She could be April O'Neil. Like,
Okay. For some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was those, like, the
You blended the
sexy Ninja
characters?
Turtle costume. Like the,
Oh.
I
mean,
don't
that's
know
what-
why that
Like,
came to my
of
mind.
course,
like
that's
Nick
what
in a
happened.
sexy
What was
Ninja
that?
Turtle
What was
costume?
the female one? Aqua? Was that the female?
Venus de Milo.
Venus de Milo.
Venus de
Oh,
Milo.
nobody cares about
Yeah,
that.
so April O'Neil's probably the go-to for her. And you, obviously, I don't know what your favorite Ninja Turtle is. Michelangelo, maybe?
Probably Raph because he punched a Hitler in the face.
That's definitely.
That's more than all the other
That's admirable.
Hitlers that the other turtles combined punched in the
Yeah,
face.
so-
Leo, there's a panel of Leo threatening Hitler and literally making him feel so bad he shoots himself in the face.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that, but
That's
Come on.
way more badass.
it's not as satisfying
He
as
pretends to be a demon. Oh God, I wish I knew how we could find this panel.
broadcast.
He
will have it in,
pretends
like,
to be
10
a
seconds.
demon, and they have a portal that's going to like the modern time, and all the turtles go through it, and then as
Yeah.
he's going through it, he's like talking shit to Hitler.
Yeah. What is?
And he starts speaking English, and Hitler's like, oh my God, he knows the language of our enemies. How does he know that? Because he's like a turtle thing. And he's talking about how he mentions that he's a demon, he knows everything. And he scares Hitler so much that he just shoots himself.
Yeah, I remember that, but that's still not as satisfying as just like throwing your
Punching
fist,
Hitler.
crunching
But-
that nose.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
yeah.
We already
this
own
was
your soul, you fool. We have come here for your brain.
And you
that's
guys,
right.
Nine, you shall not take my mind. You shall not take my blam.
He tricks him into
Point.
thinking that they're alien
the
demons.
point?
That
That's-
the aliens
that's
are
the
going
portal
to take his
closing.
brain.
oh,
And he's like, I'm going to get my brain before you can get my brain. Literally as he's leaving.
what is? Wait, hold on, real quick. What is on his lapel right there? His collar right there. What is
think
that
he's got a
white
little bit of
substance
just
right
a-
there? That's what I think he is. He's like, I'm telling everybody.
It's glue.
And he's
of
like,
course.
and you're gonna ruin that mustache for everyone, for all history. And then he's like, all right, I'm done. Oh,
Okay.
Do you
don't
really
know.
think, like, I mean, the mustache is ruined, right?
Can broadcast? Can we bring up the part where Raph punches Hitler in the face? We'll compare which one's more satisfying to look at.
I think the one that talked Hitler into killing himself, because I assume in their world that's why Hitler ended up killing himself. Not that they weren't already losing the war, like, you know.
I'll
but
accept that as my history.
Yeah, just shock. There's a whole explosion going on behind his head.
For
For the millions. He calls him a perv too.
Yeah, but see, punching him in the face for the millions doesn't actually do anything for the millions. convincing Hitler to shoot himself in the face absolutely does.
You know, I think one of the saddest parts in history is that Hitler killed himself. Like, he really robbed us of that one.
Did he kill himself?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, yes.
Or at least that's what.
But it would have been really, really great for somebody to kill Hitler. Like, that guy would have, he would have been the shit. Like,
I mean, he did
You
kill himself
imagine-
behind closed doors, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
believe so.
Walked in and he was already dead.
yeah.
So maybe a time traveler came back. And
What if Leo did
Entirely
do it?
possible.
Leo. But
Yeah, you
still,
can prove
Leo
it
did
wasn't a Ninja
shame.
Turtle
Exactly.
that did it.
This is a history. This is what happened.
You know,
Yeah.
I just now realized that Hitler has appeared no fewer than 2 times in the Archie comics take on Ninja Turtles
I mean, this
from
is
like
the
the
same
80s
one.
or 90s. Same comic?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same comic.
I mean, I guess it would make sense.
Yeah, same art style, I think, and then they leave.
Yeah, because he's talking about my brain, my beautiful brain. I must save you.
Yeah,
Must get you.
and in the next shot where Leo says all that stuff, he's got like a swollen eye on that side, so.
So getting punched in the face by a gigantic turtle doesn't make you kill yourself, but instead getting shit talk by another gigantic turtle.
Well,
Maybe
it's
a
not even getting shit
combination.
talking. It's the fact
couldn't
that they,
handle it.
They tell him they're there to steal his brain, so he's trying to keep that from happening.
But guys, the
Shoots himself in
point
head.
is that Nick should be allowed to turn himself into a Ninja Turtle.
Or at
Hashtag
least be a Ninja
whatever
Turtle
Nick
for
should
Halloween.
Hashtag save Turtle Nick.
Yeah.
Hashtag support Turtle Nick.
Yes. All right. Well, I've got a question from Twitter, actually, about us. This is from one of our favorite artists who sends in fan art all the time, John Peter Ahlstrom.
what's up,
and
man?
he asks, since Chad had a taser in the last episode of Death Battle Cast, if you missed it, we had Danny on, the director and actor for Nightwing in Nightwing vs. Daredevil, and he got shocked by a taser because Nightwing has electric things, whatever. Since Chad had a taser last episode, it got me wondering, what other pranks and shenanigans do you guys get into in the office?
Ooh, man.
I feel like it used to be a lot worse.
yeah.
It used to be like there would like monthly there would be some stupid eating competition or like there would just be like more hijinks. But these days we've kind of calmed down on the hijinks. We're all getting kind of old too. It's like you know, no, there used to be a day every year to get dedicated to hitting each other in the nuts.
January, the 4th January of
I
every
think
year?
the 4th or the 5th. Like it was.
I don't think
or
there
was
can
it
be
the
a
first
fifth.
No,
Friday
it was the
of
second.
January?
It was the second Friday of January, I think.
Second Friday.
Remember
That's
the
right.
second weekend of
Friday.
Yeah, and like
Dia de
I mean,
Huevos.
That was fucking ludicrous.
That's
like,
what it was called. You had to decorate a cactus with stickers. You
Play
had
Ace
to
of Base.
Play Ace
Yule
of Base all
Log
day.
Fire, right?
Yeah, Yule Log Fire. You had to play Ultimate Party Challenge for Wii.
Yeah.
And you would scatter red dots. This is the best, worst part. If you stepped on a red dot or made contact with a red dot, it was like, oh, gotcha, and then you gotta whack them in the nuts.
Yeah.
Until-
I kept one of those cactuses alive for like 3 years.
Yeah. It was the third Friday of January.
Third
And this
Friday.
this happened every year. Literally at Screw Attack, we would celebrate this and make like a clip of the week.
Yeah,
It was
Celebrate,
it was
quote,
Friday because we were doing clip of the week.
Yeah.
Back then, and that was a thing that we would shoot on Fridays. So we would make that clip of the week about Dia de Huevos, and it continued until one day. I think it was
Yeah.
Sean's first year.
Yeah.
With Screw Attack.
He was a little too.
No, it
jolly.
wasn't the
He
first.
was a little too
It
in
I
the
think it was his
spirit.
second.
first because I think it was the first time.
I'm pretty sure it was his first. Either
Yeah.
he falcon punched Chad
He-
right in the balls.
Yeah.
He was excited to celebrate.
I
He
remember it
set up
very
a trap
clearly.
for Chad, and man, he got him good.
What kind
Too
of
good.
like device did he use? Like
He
His
used
fist,
he used
his whole
no, I
fist.
mean like
Like,
what kind of
it was-
trap? Like,
It was okay. So no, it was like
like a booby trap.
I was right next to him. I saw the dot. Once he went in, and I was like, no, but I couldn't do anything. And yeah, like it was just I think he said, hey, can you take a look at this video? And then he stepped in to take a look at it, and there was a little dot right there. And then Sean just goes, bam, like just straight, so much force. It was insane.
so these aren't like
it was
dots.
inappropriate.
These are like tiny
little dots.
No,
Little dots.
I like they'd have to be
Oh,
visible.
okay.
Yeah, it
but-
was.
I thought it was like Twister size.
But
no, 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 no,
Like-
no, little dots.
like this.
Oh.
Or small.
No, they were more like bottle cap.
Like
This
this.
Bottle
would
cap
probably
size.
be grounds back in the day for a Dia de Huevos dot.
Yeah,
a red dot.
I guess a Coke can is probably
Yeah.
the best. Like around that
Yeah.
size.
So Sean was hiding it. He revealed.
Yeah.
And then Chad stepped into.
Chad was
I just didn't notice.
And then
incapacitated.
Sean
See, it
activated his trap card.
Like,
It was brutal.
We say we celebrated it. It was like all in good fun. So we didn't actually try to injure each other or anything like that.
Except Sean.
Except
now,
Sean.
Now
Okay.
they both run Screw Attack together. So
And Chad
And we
remembered.
no longer
of,
have.
Chad always remembered.
how could you forget?
The next year
outside
wasn't
of
quite as
blacking
jovial.
out entirely.
Yeah, the next year was like, and then the year after that, we were bought by Full Screen, I think. So.
Did Chad already have the kids that he has now? Like, was
No.
He had one. He had
Oh,
one.
okay. So he was able to.
Yeah, so
overcome.
he's fine.
He recovered.
It's fine. It might have taken a few years, but he's fine.
I just remember I taped a red dot to the inside of Destin's jacket when he would put the jacket on to do hard news, and I forgot about it for like 3 years or something like that. And I realized I should have gotten him at least a couple of times, or like I had the right to, but we'd stopped. Actually, Destin wasn't even working there anymore, I think, by the time we
We
discovered
stopped.
it.
No, he was.
Jared or somebody was wearing the.
Yeah, he was-
and you were like, "There's a red dot." In
I
there.
could be wrong. I might be exaggerating the 3 years thing, but it was like a long time had passed.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, ever since moving to Austin and joining Rooster Teeth, we haven't been able to be quite as crazy because we are like right next to animation and there's a bunch of expensive equipment and we don't want to break anything. We're not Achievement Hunter, so we're not gonna get too wild. But you know, all of us still have Nerf guns hidden in our desk somewhere, so we're ready to go.
I can't even remember the last time one was busted out.
The other day.
days
The other
ago.
day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I here for that?
Oh, you were in Hawaii. That's right.
You were on Alaskan Airlines
Yeah.
while we did that.
Yeah, but yeah, so, but we do love doing that kind of stuff on cast, so I'm sure maybe we'll do a Nerf gun war on cast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the whole
Yeah.
like sack tapping, and I was like, no,
Oh,
not on cast.
No, well,
Old.
you were too old.
maybe if we get like a ton of
No.
viewers, maybe if we get a ton of
Oh yeah, here we go.
first members.
All right,
No.
this is the Falcon Punch that ended Dia de Waifus.
Whoa!
So much force.
Did you guys even have medical at that time?
Fuck no.
Oh no!
No.
We had nothing. We had nothing.
Reckless. We weren't. I wasn't even on salary.
Yeah. None of us.
We were all paid
None of us.
hourly.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god!
desk wasn't even there. There would eventually be a desk right there on that wall. This was very early on in our second.
I remember he
office
laid
space.
down for like an hour.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
There's
Ooh, I see. Nice.
yeah. There's a red dot.
Activated that trap card. Nice move.
Wait, but the red dot was on the chair.
So Sean.
Sean should have gotten hit.
No, we skipped into the video a little bit. If we skip
think-
toward the end, there's some revenge.
But
Probably
was,
just gotta
uh,
come closer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good
our point
times.
is we've grown up a
everybody
little
except
bit.
Ted.
And now if we're going to do something dumb, we will have the appropriate means to do so.
Yes, we are mature.
Like we have
Not
more
really,
funding
but
to be more
yeah.
devious.
Yeah.
Like we'll have a wrecking ball just
We're just
one
going to
day.
do something stupid properly.
Whoa! Look at that
Look at-
guy right there.
Look at all these
Look at
people
Chad's hair,
casually
look at
hanging out.
Sam's
Wait.
hair.
Okay. So why is the hallway so damn green?
That is an excellent question.
Because
So
every
it
room
was
was
for
a different
that
color.
one bad shot in fucking
Look at that mobile
Metal Gear
video
bin,
device you
wasn't
have
it?
there. Video
That-
capture.
okay, the
That's a flip camera. I'm not
camera.
holding a cell phone recording vertically like some scrub. That's a flip camera for like the 2 years those were the thing.
Right. So
we had no.
the idea of this office was
cameras,
it would have a
really.
bunch of different colored walls. I guess the idea was like, oh, then we can shoot a stand up in front of any wall. It looks like we're in a different location. I think that was kind of the idea. I don't know. This
was
was
some
back when
thought.
Craig ran Screw Tech, and he made the whole hallway green. I don't know why he did, but
We got to
the
chroma key it.
second we saw it, we were like, we got to make some awful like clip of the week where we chroma key this entire hallway so it looks like we're flying through space, but there's just doors and shit. And we did for like that Kid Icarus fan film that we made. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I remember editing this video too. Like, I remember being really thankful because I was a college student at the time, and every Friday was like so stressful because like I was like I'm juggling my personal life, I'm juggling classes, and I had to conceptualize, write, shoot, and edit a whole clip of the week today.
All right. I
So-
was able to like
Yeah.
pawn that off to you at one point.
Yeah, thanks for that. By the
you
way,
wanted to.
I did, but
Until
like
you-
everybody was
late.
getting too busy with like their actual jobs to really contribute
Yeah.
much. So I was just kind of left floundering. Anyway, I showed up to work that day and Craig or somebody was like, "Hey Nick, we got a thing for you to edit already." So I was like, "I don't have to write. I don't have to do it. I just have to edit this. I can go home early at like 9 o'clock tonight,
At 9.
or whatever time it was."
You don't have to stay up till like 2 in the morning making a video.
As I oftentimes did. As,
Good times.
Yeah.
All that hard work paid off.
All right. Well, now seems like a good time to thank our sponsor,
Yes.
Robinhood, for helping us out by sponsoring this episode of the Death Battle Cast. So, if you haven't tried before, you might think that buying and selling stock is pretty intimidating. I think a lot of us, especially going into it at first, would agree. And Robinhood is a website that will help out with that. It is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, and all commission free, which is really unique. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. They try to be a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest in the first time with true confidence. So if you've never done it before, but you've been thinking about, investing in some stocks and seeing what you can do with that, this would be a good way to try it out. And it's got a simple and intuitive, clear design with data presented in an easy to digest way. Like, I'm not exactly a stock savvy guy. It's not really my kind of thing, but I've gone to their website and checked out their app, and it does seem like it's a really easy way to just learn everything without getting overwhelmed, which is something that could easily happen if it wasn't presented in a very clear, concise, and easy manner. And again, no commission fees and no charges when trading stocks, which is awesome. So go ahead and check out Robinhood. They are giving you guys, for watching the show and listening to the show, a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. And you can sign up at battlecast.robinhood.com. That's battlecast.robinhood.com. And yes, they are named after the Robin Hood. So you can trust Robinhood, right? He's awesome. So yes, go ahead and check that out. And thank you again, Robinhood, for sponsoring us. And now...
And also stealing from the rich. And
Yes.
Giving to the
That's quite good of Robin Hood.
And being Kevin Costner.
Thank you, Robinhood. Kevin
And being
Costner.
Kevin Costner, yeah.
That's my favorite 90s movie is
Robin Hood?
It's a fantastic film.
Wait, Robin Hood, Men in Tights?
No,
That
okay,
one's
so
better.
that one had the dude from
I was like, that's not
Princess
Kevin
Bride.
Costner. Yeah.
He was also in Saw. Did he cut off his own leg? I think.
That was the same guy?
Same guy.
Crazy.
Speaking of cutting off legs, it's time to find out what's going on. There's nothing to do with cutting off legs. It has nothing to do with it.
I was like, so shit, I missed the news.
I know, I was like, what a cool
I mean, there's some art from you guys that was sent in. Maybe somebody loses a leg in the art. Let's go ahead and bring up that art from Preston. No legs being cut off, but he's
That is
ever
the
since I
most
heard that
fan art
Cameron.
thing I've ever seen.
Well, Cameron, we've announced, is voicing Mario in the Death Battle, and he
Sweet.
also voiced Sephiroth in Sephiroth's
Ooh,
Virgil.
that's
So
right.
he made a fusion dance version of his characters, which is awesome.
Oh my
That's
word.
really fun. I love that a lot. That'd be really interesting. We've had a lot of actors actually come back. We were just talking about Xander Mobus, the voice of the Smash Brothers announcer. He's been in several death battles for many years. He was Agumon and all the Digimon in that one. He was, I think it was He-Man, ages ago, back in season 2. Yeah. So taking voice actors' characters that they've recorded for us and combining their characters, that's really fun. I'd love to see more of that. If any of you guys want to try it, send it to us with #DeathBattleCast. We'll show it off right here. So I got a question for you guys. Have you seen the new Broly trailer?
I have.
What do you think?
I think that origin story seems it has to be better than the first one they had.
Oh, for Broly?
Yeah, there's no way it's going to be worse.
So
I'm confident enough to say that.
So here's the thing with this trailer. It looks like it's borrowing ideas, or it could possibly be a film version of, I think it's called Dragon Ball Minus, and it's like a reimagining of the origins of the Saiyans, where Goku's mother and his father send him off instead of him being sent off and Bardock hating him or whatnot. So there's a lot of questions about how this fits in with continuity and what's going on with the Saiyans, but I'm just super thrilled to learn more about them. And especially with, it looks like Broly is being sent off in a pod similar to how Goku was to like go conquer a planet. There's just like throwaway lines that describe that in the series so far. So actually exploring that and like what it means for a child Saiyan to just drop on a planet and just wreak havoc would be really interesting to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of unexplored like lore and story potential in like the past with the Saiyans under Frieza and stuff like that. That so far, at least as the filthy casual that I am, I haven't gotten to see in the anime. Maybe the manga has, or maybe some manga stories have.
Also, can you get a freeze frame of that broadcast? I know we're asking a lot of you today. Appreciate
It's
it.
only because we believe in you.
Can you get a freeze frame of that panel where Broly, there's like the ship is opening and Broly's looking up at the stars or whatever. I don't know. He's looking up at something, but he's just adorable.
Oh, you just want to bring it up because
absolutely
it's
cute. Yeah,
And then you see him
adorable
later
baby
on,
Broly.
and he's like the swollest guy ever. Like,
So who's cuter, Baby Goku or Baby Broly?
Oh shit.
it just
also-
depends on which hairline you like
are
better.
they gonna
That's really the only
explain what
difference.
happened to his tail? I assume
Does
they
he not
to.
have his tail in the trailers that we've seen?
Oh, I didn't really pay attention.
It's always
I
wrapped
just
around
assumed
him,
he
right?
doesn't.
Saiyans-
So do
Saiyans
we
do
get
that.
do we get the giant ape then? Do we get Great Ape
Possibly.
Broly? It makes sense.
So does that
Are they
mean
gonna blow up
engineers
the moon
wanna draw the
again?
tail?
Oh, I guess new Broly might not have his tail.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Frieza cut it off. Like if he does still possess.
Well, if he
Broly,
got
which is
shot
like
out
it.
like a.
If he's-
Oh, you're saying that's how it is. Like this is like one of Frieza's warriors.
Yeah. Well, because he wears Frieza garb in some of the trailers, so it looks like he's part of Frieza's. Like he's like the one remaining Saiyan. from
Well,
the army or
Frieza
whatever.
also has like a kid and
Look at
stuff
that.
that could be
That's Goku, right?
toying around with his stuff.
Is this the freeze frame you're talking about?
No, but that's close enough. That's baby Goku, which is adorable as
Man,
well.
I really want one of those uniforms. Like the Baby Goku looks super
Wait a minute.
swollen. That thing.
That baby Goku looks like toddler Goku. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Well, that's the minus continuity thing. Like he's not being sent off as a baby. He's being sent off as a very small child.
he looks like he'd be about as old as like almost as old he was at the beginning of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Now, they can technically get away with that because when Goku shows up on Earth and he finds Grandpa Gohan, he's enraged and angry until he hits his head, and then he forgets everything.
Yeah, but I always this is just like I'll use this term headcanon. This is my headcanon. That always made more sense to me to happen to him as a kid because like or like as a baby specifically because like at least in humans the skull is still like
Sure.
forming some and I'm assuming it's got to be kind of similar with a Saiyan, right? Like they're basically humans with monkey tails. So if you bump him on the head, I think he'd be more susceptible to like brain damage.
Yeah, but if you bump on a good bump on the head, you're susceptible to brain damage like all the time. Still, it's like more likely when you're a baby. But I don't think that like the soft baby skull is really like the fucking. It needs to be in this storyline for him to get brain
I just
damage.
pulled up an image on just my computer of him as a baby right before he drops his head. Like he doesn't look all that different. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah,
Not
he's
really.
like much younger.
He looks older, I think, because Saiyan hair is stupid.
also
They're born
because-
with it like that.
Well, also because in that
He has
still
armor.
frame, at least, it looked like he was standing up on his own 2 feet. You know,
Oh, he
like,
was sitting in the thing.
was he?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you're right.
Yo, I want some of that armor though. That's really the
Yeah.
point here.
So I
Armor's
guess the
badass,
idea,
though.
because the armor expanded when Vegeta turned ape. So
Uh-huh.
I guess they have the same armor. They're supposed to have the same armor all their lives, and it just like grows with them. Mm-hmm. That's weird.
Sure.
But they send him off as a baby with the armor. I mean, I guess it's just gonna stick with them forever. So hope it doesn't break, because that shit breaks all the time in the series.
I wonder if they also give them the Back to the Future Nike Air Mags too for shoelaces. It just seems like everything kind of fits appropriately.
I mean, they're not gonna have a
they have
parent to teach him.
laces. I think they're just like boots.
Yeah, they just have
Oh,
weird
like
boots.
you mean like Saiyans?
Yeah,
Oh, they
like,
have power boots.
They're beyond the need for laces.
They're
they don't
beyond
need
the need
laces.
for armor, like entirely. They do not need this armor at all.
But Goku and Vegeta still need coats
Yeah.
for some reason.
Just so they can stunt. They look great in them. Like,
They do look great,
they
but
look
come on,
way
these dudes
more
fight
badass
in the
than Jack.
atmosphere. I don't know how cold or hot it is in the atmosphere. But
Dude.
yeah, those coats.
The
are
number
pretty
one
badass.
priority for a Saiyan is not about beating the opponent or anything like that. It's about
looking
looking
better.
fucking badass.
Great
Yeah.
while you're doing it.
That's
Noticing
all that
armor,
matters.
yeah.
So yeah,
It'll be interesting to see more of like the Saiyan like backstory and stuff. But like I don't know. It's Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna go watch it, and it's not like Broly's gonna fucking win. Like,
But what if he does?
it's not gonna change the story.
What if
at
this
all.
is the
Like,
Infinity War?
Literally,
of-
Dragon Ball is like the worst series ever at like finishing an arc by setting it back to where we started. Like every time, like that's just what they do.
Kind of. I mean,
There's new characters and shit. Like, oh, now the bad guy's a friend. Fucking great, we did that again. Cool.
the
Like,
Trunks arc in Dragon Ball Super doesn't do that though. I don't know if I want to spoil how it ends.
I mean,
but
it kind of does.
shit gets really bad at the end, and then Zeno, what's his name? Zeno, the kid.
Yeah.
Kind of does his own little snap. So
I'm
Yeah.
partway through that
And-
right now.
okay, then
So,
I'm not going to spoil how it ends.
I think I know. I've seen some hints that I haven't been able to avoid here and there of kind of like what to expect a little, but I don't think I know everything.
Yeah, but typically it does just kind of end
Yeah.
the same way
Yeah.
each time. But I mean, like it's a shonen, like that's kind of the point
Yeah.
of the series. So
There's always a new bad guy.
yeah.
Like,
It's
I
a
mean,
comic
this
book.
one, like, I mean, Frieza's pretty much a good guy these days.
Maybe we'll see
Jiren,
what
Jiren
happens.
is gonna be a bro. Like, if Goku ever needs anything, he's gonna be like, "Yo, Jiren." Jiren's gonna be like,
I respect your
"Respect,
strength.
dog. Let's go beat this guy up." Like, any multi-dimensional threat, everyone's their friend.
Is that just
except
how
for
it's
this
going to
new
be
guy.
now?
Oh,
Like,
dude.
They just
yeah,
jump between
no,
dimensions
it's
all
like
the
they
time?
broke this open into the dumbest fucking comic book multiverse garbage ever. Like, the whole thing is just, what universe are we going to go to next? And we know there's 3 stronger universes. You know, one of those motherfuckers is going to show up thinking that, oh no, this universe is going to get stronger than us. We need to beat them up now before they get too strong.
But-
oh shit, we need to call Jiren's help because
Goku
this guy's real
Black
fuck
was from
strong.
the future,
Like,
right?
Better get Jiren's
Yeah.
help,
Not an
or better
alternate.
invent a new
I mean, I
form
guess it
on
was.
the spot.
he
to
is. He's
transform
from
into.
Trunks'.
Because I was thinking
he's
like
from future Trunks'
there
timeline,
isn't
essentially.
a Goku in each timeline or in each dimension, right? But there is one.
I believe
that
there
one.
are,
There are,
but they're not, like, not all of them are strong.
because there isn't another Goku at the tournament.
No, there's not.
Maybe that's one of the.
But there is essentially another Frieza. Like, I think their characters are still there, essentially. And there was, like, I mean, Goku Black takes a Goku from a different timeline, maybe not necessarily a universe.
Well, the Trunks timeline, from what I understand, it's weird. So at first it was just the future, but since they split timelines, it's Trunks' future is technically another universe. It's one of the 12.
It's not
whatever.
one of the
alternate-
universes.
like the
No, it's
parallel.
not. It's not one of the universes.
Yeah, because they
It's different.
destroyed it.
But they had there is a Zeno that has 12 universes inside of that timeline, or 13.
Oh, that's
universes,
right.
whatever it is.
This writing sounds fantastic, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
really
it's
bad.
Dragon Ball. Like
I'm on
they're
the
winging
edge
it
of
the
my
whole
seat
time.
right
That's kind of
now.
how this series goes. It somehow works.
They could do so many good things with it. Like, and they just do the same thing every fucking time.
A tournament?
Like, well, it doesn't even matter. It could be a fucking tournament. Just make any excuse for someone to do something cool that isn't Goku.
I want a different tournament, though. I want, like, a universe where they show up, and they're thinking, oh, we're going to fight in this tournament, and they're like, nah, son, it's a magic tournament. And they're like,
Oh, shit.
my
What are you talking
deck.
about?
All I got is zombies. I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
they could do something like that. Or they could have like they had this Ultra Instinct thing, right? That's the whole thing. Goku goes Ultra Instinct. You could have just had fucking Jiren kill 18, or not kill her, but like completely destroy her. And then Krillin goes Ultra Instinct. Fucking awesome. We would all love to see Krillin be the badass for once.
I want to see
Like,
Yamcha.
Anyone
wasn't
besides
even involved.
Goku.
I know.
We've
What
just
you're
seen
talking
Goku
about?
do it every goddamn fucking saga that's for the
Yeah, I
last
was kind
12
of
years.
bummed- Sorry, Nick, but I was kind of bummed that Vegeta's big moment in Super
Yeah.
is just he's bluer. He's just a
Well,
blue.
He's holding his
To be
breath. Is that
fair,
what he's doing?
he does do something significant.
He does
but
do a
yeah.
lot of awesome shit,
Yeah.
but like Goku gets this whole new silvery, like crazy form. Vegeta finally gets to do something on his own. It's
Well-
his own form, and it's just a little bit
Well, and
bluer than Goku.
the thing is like the thing that he does sucks because they don't explain it well enough. Because he like tries to do Ultra Instinct and it kind of hits the point where he's like, no, that's not me. That's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it by just purely being stronger and better, not by like relying on instincts essentially.
Everything you're saying is exactly why the ending of the Cell Saga is one of the best things that has ever happened in anything called
That
Dragon
probably
Ball.
is the absolute like best part of Dragon Ball is the ending.
And also Vegeta's sacrifice. Like I feel like I love Vegeta and all, and it's cool that we get to see more Vegeta in Super and all that stuff. But like his sacrifice was him doing exactly that. He's having a big moment to himself.
Yeah. Also, they're kind of old now. Goku's like 44.
Yeah, but they're Saiyans.
They're Saiyans.
Whatever.
Still.
They
like-
conveniently don't age very fast.
Yeah, well, Goku actually isn't that old because he's dead and you don't age while you're dead. So he's actually like 35 or something, but he is 44.
What about
He's just
Gohan?
been dead for like 7
Does
years or
Gohan
some
age
shit.
slightly slower because he's half?
I imagine.
How does
so.
that work with half Saiyans?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
and
I got a-
they
I
made
got a
a whole
question.
deal about Gohan learning this, like, trying to do, like, he's like done with Super Saiyan. He's trying to do this mystic form shit. And then they don't do anything with it. Like, they're just like, he's trying. Like, it's like,
Can they make a
Jesus fucking
spin-off where
Christ.
just Gohan goes to school and then it's just a slice of life anime of
That's-
Gohan?
that's how
going to
the-
That's
school?
what they did.
After the Cell
Oh
Saga,
no!
You remember?
No, I kind of
You
stopped
remember
after
Great
like.
Saiyaman?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like we didn't really like get a chance to like appreciate it. We just hated him.
No,
after
because
that
everybody hated it.
We
They're like,
just
oh,
hated
fuck
him.
this, we're moving
I
away.
want to like Gohan again. Hashtag like Gohan again.
not dumb question, but like question that I'm sure everybody's had answers for like the last 2 years. The part I'm at in Super, where we see Trunks from the future, why is his hair just blue now? When they show flashbacks to him when his hair was purple, they didn't totally retcon it. It's like I looked into this, and as far as I can tell, it's all just like people's fan theories, or like there's no actual explanation for why.
Well, while you
I
Google
don't
that,
think
then
there is an explanation.
I
for
want
why.
to see them go into another universe, and instead of a magic tournament, because I've just been thinking about tournaments while you guys were talking, I want to see it to where they show up and it's like Mario Kart. So then
Yeah.
you get Dragon Ball
You have to-
Kart at the end. That's what I want to see. And then we get like the
Dragon Ball
shitty-
Kart Z?
and yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then it's like like Piccolo and like Goku are still terrible fucking
fucking
drivers.
off.
No.
So they, like, you don't
they
even
have
wanna-
a moment. They like look at each other. They're like, "You thinking what I'm thinking?"
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking. And they like use all their training or whatever.
And it's like Double Dash. Mario Kart Double
So-
Dash.
The city of Austin is calling me.
Oh.
I'll not answer that.
Does that mean
or
you're
should
Batman?
I?
Yeah.
No, it probably means you need to pay your electric bill.
I've had it on auto pay since I moved in.
Real quick. So I'm gonna answer the Trunks thing, and then we got to move on.
Okay.
I believe the Trunks thing with the blue hair, purple hair. I don't have a source on this, but I believe I heard something about this way back when it was a thing. Is that it was originally supposed to be blue all the time, and Toriyama's original art was blue.
Yeah.
But then when they brought it to the anime, they made it purple for some reason, because he's related to Bulma.
Yeah.
It's blue hair.
Yeah.
So naturally he would have blue hair.
But Bulma's dad has purple hair, so like it's like red hair where it
Isn't it
kind of skips a
gray?
generation. I thought it was purple. Maybe I'm wrong. No, okay, it's
Yeah.
gray. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Thank you.
This disembodied voice.
Yeah. So I think that might have something to do with it, but then they show purple.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's like
I don't think they care all that much, honestly.
No, but like the thing that got me is like, I'd be like, okay, I can accept that it's just blue now as like a retcon, but then they would show flashbacks to Trunks in like Z and stuff like that, and it would still be purple. They could have just
Maybe he
corrected
tried
that.
dyeing it as a disguise when the androids were still.
Well,
red.
But he's got the
Or
same
maybe
bull
he's
cut.
going with it.
Like, and he still has the sword, and he still
thought
has the
that
jacket.
was how, like, it was just a trend because he saw Vegeta and Goku with blue hair, so he's like, I gotta match up.
Well, no,
Like,
because like
can't
when
do it.
like the first time you see Future Trunks in Super, we're like in his future.
Yeah.
And he's running around from like from Goku Black and stuff. The world is like in shambles. That's like one of the most interesting parts of Super, at least so far that I've seen. And he's just got blue hair. He's never even seen a Super Saiyan blue before.
yeah.
So he wouldn't know that's what a Saiyan can look like. And what's really funny is whenever somebody does go Super Saiyan blue around him, you can tell it is like the same color of hair.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, like, maybe it's just for ease of the art team, because they did have to, especially in the early, episodes of Dragon Ball Super, they're kind of infamous for having to rush out animation real fast.
Yeah.
'Cause production timelines in anime can sometimes be really bad, really hard to deal with.
I mean, I can imagine it being a little more challenging to keep up with the schedule when it comes to like drawing the actual art, but maybe I just don't know how anime is colored, but I feel like that'd be a pretty simple thing to pick.
The purple's expensive. That's what that is.
Anyway,
the color
we got to move on.
Okay.
It's time for
We'll never know.
the community death battle. So this one's
that's
an
the
interesting
thing.
one.
Okay.
We're doing Bowsette versus Booette.
These are both fan
Yep.
fiction things that actually have nothing. Neither
Well,
is real.
Here's the thing. They are technically Bowser and King Boo with Peach's powers. Because the way the crown works in the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U for Switch, or whatever it's called, is that you get the crown and you become Peach with her powers. And you can float and stuff. I believe that's how it works. So, how does that change the matchup? Also, which one is hotter, or which whatever you want.
Whatever you're
So we
into.
got some answers from you guys because you can use the hashtag DeathBattleCast to send in answers for all of our community death battles. And the first one is from a Slayers. Slayers? He's Slayers. Whatever. For Bowsette. And he says, assuming they keep their non-Peach abilities, Bowsette would dominate from immense strength, near indestructibility, fire breath, black magic, teleportation, and electricity generation. Bouette is shy and wouldn't stand much of a chance.
I think this is a thing also where it's like, if they both have that crown in all the Peach stuff, just minus the Peach stuff out of it, and you just have Bowser versus King Boo, because that's a completely even thing. Like a math equation, just take that out of it.
I mean, I
They
guess.
can't. Peach cancels
They
out.
cancel each other out. Yeah.
Peach
that-
cancels. So
Divide by
it's
Peach
just,
on both
What is-
sides.
what is-
Carry the
what-
reciprocal?
What does Bouette even gain? Because Bowsette, at least, she would have the ability to float and stuff, but King Boo can already do that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we do have an answer for Bouette, so maybe that'll answer my question. This is from Brandon, and he says, King Boo's reality warping abilities, which I guess he has,
I think that's in Luigi's Mansion.
oh, right, would have collapsed the Mario universe if Luigi did not disrupt the abnormality of his portals. It would trump even Bowser's black hole durability. Both are as fast as the Mario Brothers, but King Boo has intangibility and has summoned a version of Bowser. That's right. He's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to beat an opponent if you have to fight a clone of yourself.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot.
That's good. That's a good
that
answer.
changed my mind.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good answer.
I was kind of leaning toward Bouette anyway, just because, like, if you go intangible, it's hard to lose. You may not win, but that's quite an obstacle to try to overcome.
Well, I mean, there's also one other factor that we have to bring into this.
No.
And I need you guys to answer this truthfully and as quickly as possible. No hesitation. Which one, if you had to pick, would be your waifu?
Come on,
Bouette.
man.
Bouette.
Bouette?
Just like off the top.
Sam?
Just
Off
on the
top.
point,
Which
you're
one's your
asking me.
waifu?
You're asking
top.
me.
No thinking. Just pick. You're looking at him right here. Just
It's.
pick.
I got good reasoning for a pick, but it's
You can
Bouette.
tell
It's
us-
Bouette.
Okay,
Bouette.
Sam or Nick.
I'm married, for real. I got a real wife.
Doesn't matter. You're not trying to marry a cartoon character. Pick a waifu.
Bouette is. She
Bowsette.
looks so
Yes,
fun.
because it's
Bowsette.
part turtle, of course.
You bias.
I'm going Bouette because she's the underdog, and I love an underdog. So what's your
That was
reason?
3v. What's my reason?
Yeah, you said you had an awesome reason for it.
Yeah, are you gonna do like? One's a ghost. Like I just feel like that's way different. It's like turtle lady or ghost lady. I'm going ghost lady.
Okay.
It's gonna be a more interesting
Wait,
time.
I thought you said Bowsette.
No, boo.
He
Okay.
said boo.
Okay.
Also,
What-
can we go with neither?
Why?
Burdette.
It's just a little. I don't know. They're fucking Nintendo properties. I don't want to fuck them. Like that's just like I feel like
Nobody said anything, nobody said anything about fucking him, Sam.
What? Yes, that is the concept.
What's the point of a waifu?
What's the
Point of a waifu. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe a life partner to share experiences and grow with?
Nope.
Maybe? Just
Nick
throw
nailed
that
it.
out there.
How are they going to grow with you? They're
I
not
don't
real.
know.
Yeah, we know what
You
you're
help
talking
each
about.
other up the ladder. That's what it is.
How do you help them?
Her
do they help
strengths-
you?
Her strengths
God.
are your weaknesses,
Look
and
at-
vice
look at the
versa.
one-
You help
look
each
at the one on the
other
left.
out.
Tell me how did this transformation help her listening skills?
God,
What are you talking about here? That's
that's the title of the episode. What's the point of a waifu? oh,
Oh,
God.
man. Okay.
All right. So we need to pick a winner, and I guess their
Bouette.
waifu capabilities has to come into play here.
independent artists. They have been fucking killing it off of this. They are the winner right now. Independent artists
Yeah.
killing it because
Yeah.
of these dank maymays.
Maybe.
Good job, guys.
Yeah,
You're
I
really
was
cashing
mentioning,
in.
I think last episode that like typically, or no, it was last sudden death. with these memes, you know, typically it's just like put some random text on a picture, it's funny, post it, you're done, whatever. But like
Now this one.
this shit, like this is getting some real hard effort getting put into these pictures. Like
See what you did.
They're gonna stick around for some reason. Like, Bowsette is going to be one of the first Smash Ultimate mods.
I can't wait for Halloween.
Oh, absolutely.
I am so excited for
I'm
Halloween.
pretty sure Bowsette's already been modded into Smash 4. There's a whole modding scene for Smash 4.
Yeah. I'm
They'll
sure
mod-
that
they'll
was.
mod
oh yeah,
whatever.
how many Bowsette costumes will
I'm
we see
thinking
on
cosplay
Halloween?
at this moment. You guys are still talking about video games. I'm talking about real
Oh, cosplay's
world.
gonna be there. I'm sure cosplay's already there.
Bowsette is like the left shark of
Yes,
this year.
yes,
Like,
yes,
it'll be
yes.
here in full force for this Halloween and this Halloween only. And then nobody will care again.
I could see Bowsette carrying over.
But then it's gonna be like,
It's
come
Nintendo.
on,
It's a Nintendo
you're-
property.
you're-
It's not some random
The
shark.
funny thing is though, the original comic, which I'm pretty sure we've all seen now, is a very clever little comic that I like. I'm like, that was a funny thing, like nice little joke, and then people were like, no, we're gonna take that shit. We're gonna run so fucking far with this idea. Like it is insane. It's funny. It's just crazy that some guy was like, here's this little comic with a tiny joke, and everyone was like,
It needs to be
this
less
is
than-
our shit now. We got it. Spread it across the world. Like, in like 2 days, Nintendo's like, calm down. Like, you know, like it's
No,
just-
they're like, keep going because
I
our
guess
stock
so,
is
yeah.
rising.
yeah, it's like affecting
There's
Nintendo
other stuff
stock.
that's rising
Yeah.
too as well.
That's like you know something's gotten a little too fucky when it's like stocks are rising.
The world is a crazy place,
Yeah,
man.
there's 2 things rising because of Bowsette: stocks and something else.
All right. well,
Alaskan Airlines.
Alaskan Airlines. That guy, those planes are going up.
Brought that back.
Nice.
Just brought it back.
The retro.
Oh,
that's a
one big
closeout.
circle. Perfect way to wrap this up as we get to the poll for every community
Let's
death
use
battle.
some different verbiage.
For every
The votes.
no, the votes. Yes, the votes. The quiz. No, that's not right. For every community death battle, we put up a Twitter
The
poll.
survey.
A Twitter survey, perfect. There's a survey on Twitter.
Big ol'
on our,
question.
Screw Attack account for each one, and you can vote.
An
Let us know
election.
who you think should win. So let's go ahead and bring up the survey for Bowsette versus Bouette.
Come on, Bouette.
And of course, Bowsette destroys. But I am happy to report that Bouette gets more than a quarter of the votes. That's still really cool.
You guys are crazy or just horny.
Wait, was that one of the most? I bet you that was one of the most active polls we've had.
I mean, that had over 1,500 votes.
That's
I actually
pretty
don't
good.
know how much we usually get. I feel like it's
Yeah,
around
I
the same
don't
area,
know,
though.
yeah.
Biggest one has been 2,700.
27. What?
2,700?
The biggest one had
Disembodied voice,
2,700 votes.
Which one was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but it was.
We don't
I
remember.
saw that number.
All right.
I like to think it was Ben 10 versus 10 Ben.
Most likely, yeah.
God, the worst one.
Hey.
Apparently not. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of the Death Battle Cast. Tune in next week. We should be having a little sneak peek into the Mario vs. Sonic fight. Which will be really awesome, and we'll talk more in length about that episode. Until then, we'll see ya.
Battle?
Oh, right. Shit. Don't. Wait. I almost forgot.
Freeze.
Freeze. Back up. Retcon.
Rewind the podcast.
I don't have the community death. What?
We have to
Where
set
is
the
it?
new community death battle.
Oh, it's
and
like
that's why we're-
centered. Okay, it's like not organized the same way, so I completely missed it. All right, so we have a
it's
community.
red text.
it is bright red text, so I should not have missed it. All right, we got to set up the new community death battle. I'm sorry, I suck. I'm terrible. But this one
Forgive
is
you if we announce what
okay.
it is.
This one is requested by Adam Dixon using the request form that we have linked under all of our YouTube videos, and he asks us to do Agent Venom versus Blue Beetle.
Ooh.
Okay.
So this is not normal Venom, not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
This
This
Flash.
is when he, this is Flash when he gets into the military. Versus Blue Beetle, who actually has kind of a similar thing going on as Venom with a thing possessing him.
I'm gonna go with Blue Beetle just because he's just doesn't have a gun with a significant sniper scope in no stock. The fuck are you doing? You're gonna poke your own eye out, you idiot. Like,
You're
that's
right.
not how that fucking works. Like,
But it looks cool.
All right.
No, it looks stupid. He's an idiot.
We'll save it for next week. Please let us know using hashtag DeathBattleCast who you think would win between Venom and Blue Beetle, and we're done now.
We love you.